Hi everyone! Welcome back to this video series focusing on the social media Simternship from Stukent. In this video, we walk through round 1. Round 1 is the first of 3 organic post rounds. Let's get started. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and log in to the social media Simternship. Once you're logged in, your screen should look similar to mine. On the left-hand side, you'll see 4 sections for this round: Scenario, Inbox, Notifications Hub, and Create Organic Social Post. Let's briefly review each of these, starting with the Scenario tab. In the Scenario tab, I recommend watching the video from the Vice President of Marketing. In this video, she welcomes you to the team and shares key objectives for this round. She specifically asks you to raise awareness for the OG product line. You'll also need to review the Reynolds Research Report and the audit of Bowie's past social media efforts. If you've already watched the Organic Social Post walkthrough video I created, we covered these resources in detail. However, if you need a refresher, you'll find the links to these resources in the bottom right corner of your screen. Next, head over to the Inbox tab. Here, you'll find a welcome email from the VP of Marketing. The email outlines your tasks for the round, including creating organic social posts for the OG line. You'll also find the Reynolds Research Report and Bowie's social media audit attached to the email. After reviewing the email, the next step is to move to the Notifications Hub. In the Notifications Hub, you'll see 4 new notifications. These are questions or comments from colleagues or customers. Before you start creating your posts, make sure to review and respond to these notifications. Engaging with these questions will help set the stage for your content creation. Now, it's time to create your organic social posts. How do you decide where to start? In the previous video, we looked at the Reynolds Research Report and the social media audit. If you recall, I used these resources to create an audience breakdown and engagement times Google Sheet. I'm going to open that Google Sheet because it will help me make decisions on where to start. A table I added to my sheet since the last video is a reminder of the number of competitor posts per day per platform, as well as the recommended character count for each platform. Going back to the simulation, another resource I want to look at before getting started that we haven't talked about yet is the Analytics tab in the Scenario Overview. This tab provides metrics for each social media platform for the past year. From this analysis, I decided to add another table to my audience breakdown sheet. Here, I recorded the highest number of impressions, engagements, clicks, and conversions for each platform. While previous performance doesn't necessarily predict future performance, we can use this as another indicator on where to start and how to proceed through the simulation. For example, I can see that Instagram and TikTok have the highest number of impressions, engagements, and clicks. I can also see that YouTube has the lowest number of impressions, engagements, and clicks. Thus, I know I want to prioritize posts on Instagram and TikTok, especially if I'm trying to generate brand awareness or engagement. One interesting thing I notice in this table is the number of conversions from Facebook. Facebook ranks 3rd in terms of impressions, engagements, and clicks, but is the highest in terms of conversions. This tells me that while I still want to try and generate awareness and engagement on Facebook, I will use the platform more when it comes to trying to convert the audience and encouraging them to make a purchase. Okay, I think we have looked at as much information as possible and we are ready to get started. For this video, I'm going to create 3 sets of posts so you can get a feel for creating posts, and this will give us enough information in the results that we can analyze and make updates going into round 2. Looking at the platforms my audience is on, I'm going to make 1 set of posts for Daypacker Tom, 1 set of posts for Back to School Mindy, and one set of posts for Seaside Sally. I selected Daypacker Tom because this segment represents 30% of our audience and uses the top 3 performing platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I selected Back to School Mindy because this segment represents 17% of our audience and has different characteristics from Daypacker Tom. Lastly, I selected Seaside Sally because this audience uses 2 platforms that were not covered with the previous 2 personas, Twitter and Pinterest. And I want to make sure I create at least one post on every platform for you as an example. Let's go back over to the simulation and click on the Create Organic Social Post tab. The first thing you'll see is an organic post walkthrough video. I highly encourage you to watch it as it's a great reminder of how to create engaging organic posts. Once you've watched this video, minimize it and let's start crafting your posts. For the first set of posts, we'll focus on our largest target audience persona, Daypacker Tom. For this set of posts, I'm going to select one media to use across the 3 most utilized platforms, which are Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Because TikTok is in this group, I know I need to select a video as the media. You can select any platform to get started, so I'm going to start with Facebook. Once selected, you'll begin creating your post. The first thing you want to do is click Add Media. I know that I need to select a video, so I click the Video tab, and I'm going to search for a keyword related to Daypacker Tom. I've got 6 options to choose from, and I will select Rugged Reliability, which is user-generated content, a testimonial about the best hiking backpack. Next, we'll write our caption. Discover the ultimate hiking companion. Hear what Alex has to say about Bowie's OG backpack for your adventures. #outdoors, #nature. Now that my post is created, I need to select a posting day and time. Because this post is focused on hiking, an activity people may often do at the end of the week or on the weekend when they are not working, I'm going to schedule this post for Thursday at 3 p.m. This way, the audience sees the post towards the end of the work week and may consider taking their Bowie backpack with them on a hike over the weekend. Now that our Facebook post is ready, let's duplicate it for Instagram. Click Duplicate Post and select Instagram. Everything copies over, including media, caption, and schedule. Since the audience on Instagram is slightly different, I'll change the caption. Meet Alex and his OG Bowie backpack, a dynamic duo for the weekend wanderings in nature's playground. #hiking, #adventure. If I go back to the engagement time spreadsheet, I can see that a top engagement time for Instagram is Thursday at 5 p.m. Now, let's duplicate the post for TikTok. Again, click Duplicate Post and select TikTok. This time, I will change the caption to Alex's Weekend Wilderness Adventure Essentials, his OG Bowie backpack. Follow along as he shares his love for the great outdoors. #hiking. Looking at the engagement time spreadsheet again, I can see that a top time on TikTok is Thursday around 7 p.m. Now that all 3 posts are created, I can click Schedule All Posts. Let's create posts for our next persona now, Back to School Mindy. As a reminder, this persona is active on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. While we know that YouTube is not a top performing platform, let's give it a try and see how our post does. I'm going to start this set of posts with Instagram. So I will click Instagram and then Add Media. Again, I know I need to select a video, so I will click video and then type in the keyword college, which resonates with this persona. I have 5 options to choose from, and I'm going to select colorful fashion, which is user-generated content, a testimonial from a college student about Bowie. Next, we'll write our caption for Instagram. Meet William, the college student who never leaves home without his trusty Bowie bag. Hashtag studying, hashtag university. Looking at the top engagement times, let's select Monday at 8 a.m. Let's duplicate this post over to TikTok. For TikTok, I'll adjust the caption to say, "From books to laptops, William's Bowie bag carries it all in style on his college adventures. Hashtag studying, hashtag university." Looking at the top engagement times for TikTok, let's select Monday at 10 a.m. Now let's duplicate this post to YouTube. Finally, for YouTube, I'll change the caption to say, "Why does William love his Bowie bag for class? Watch to find out. Hashtag studying, hashtag university." Looking at the top engagement times for YouTube, we'll also select Monday at 10 a.m. We can click Schedule All Posts and then get started with our last persona. Our last persona for this video is Seaside Sally. As a reminder, this persona is active on Twitter, Pinterest, and Facebook. Twitter and Pinterest are not top performing platforms from previous metrics. However, let's see if we can increase those numbers today. We can start with Twitter. Because none of these platforms require a video, I'm going to select an image to see how it performs. I'm going to type in the keyword beach, and I can see that I have 16 options to choose from. I'm going to select the image Philippines Beach for $300. This is an image of a woman wearing a Bowie backpack on a beach in the Philippines. For the caption, I'll write, "Island hopping in the Philippines with my Bowie backpack. Where's your next adventure? Hashtag travel." I've scheduled posts on Monday and Thursday so far, so I want to schedule these posts on a different day to spread them out. For Twitter, I'm going to schedule this post on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Let's duplicate this post over to Pinterest. I'll update the caption to say, "Tropical escapes made easy with the perfect travel backpack. What's your dream travel destination? Hashtag Philippines, hashtag adventure." For Pinterest, let's schedule this post for Saturday at 3 p.m. Time for our last post. On Facebook, let's change the caption to say, "Sand, sun, and adventure in the Philippines. If you could visit any beach right now, where would it be? Hashtag travel." Looking at the top engagement times, I'm going to select Saturday at 3 p.m. Let's hit Schedule All Posts one last time. For this video, these are all the example posts I'm going to make. When completing your simulation, please remember you should be creating a minimum of 42 posts or 1 post per day per platform. We can go ahead and click Run Simulation now to see our results. You can see we are shown a pop-up that says we have $200 remaining in our budget. Spending all of the budget, if possible, is a good idea to maximize your results. In your simulation, I recommend clicking Keep Working to add additional posts and spend the remaining $200 of your budget. For the purposes of this video, we'll click Run Simulation so we can go ahead and look at our results. Now that we're on the results page, I encourage you to watch the organic post results walkthrough video before analyzing your own results. Once you've watched it, you can minimize the video to review your own data. The results section is divided into two parts: Post Analytics and Post History. Post Analytics examines each round individually. Post History provides a combined view of all rounds. Since we are on round 1, both tabs will display the same results. Clicking on the Post Analytics tab shows all 6 platforms listed. The key difference between the two tabs is that Post History allows you to compare performance for each platform individually as well as across all platforms at once, which is useful for analyzing trends. In the Post Analytics tab, each platform includes metrics categorized into awareness, engagements, and revenue. Scrolling down, you can see a breakdown by day of the week to identify which posts perform best on which scheduled days. If you click Post History and select All Channels, you get a big picture view. Sorting by impressions, I see my 2 Instagram posts had the highest reach, followed by Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube. Sorting by engagements slightly changes the ranking. Instagram and Facebook still dominate, while other platforms follow the same general pattern. Sorting by conversions reveals that Instagram performed best, followed by Facebook. To simplify analysis, you can export results to a CSV file, which generates an Excel file for deeper evaluation. Since I only created 9 posts compared to the recommended 42 per round, my data is limited. However, a few key trends stand out. Instagram is a top performing platform both in impressions and conversions, followed by Facebook and TikTok. Twitter generated 1 conversion, while Pinterest and YouTube had none, reinforcing the initial predictions that they are lower performing platforms. While we shouldn't ignore Pinterest, YouTube, and Twitter, more effort should be focused on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for better results going forward. Let's talk about scoring. To earn full points in the simulation, I need a minimum of 150,000 impressions and 250 conversions per round. In round 1, I earned 51,029 impressions and 85 conversions, both of which are 34% of the required amount to earn full points. This indicates that I need to increase both the number of posts per round and focus on higher performing platforms to maximize points. Let's talk about a few content insights. In the Daypacker Tom posts, I featured the OG backpack, but I can't determine if that influenced performance. For Seaside Sally, I included a question to boost engagement, but since 2 of those posts were on low-performing platforms, the impact remains unclear. So, what is my strategy moving forward? Increase the number of posts on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Continue posting on Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube, but with less focus. And create more content related to the OG line of products, and continue to ask questions in posts to see if these influence the results. If you have any questions as you are working on your simulation, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll see you again in round 2.